Yo guys, and welcome back to another video on the Broken Low Garage YouTube channel. Today we are at the Yosetsu Worx HQ, and in the previous video, if you guys watched the previous video, we spoke about this golf that had a front smash that was repaired by Ruli over there somewhere from Yosetsu Worx. The car that he's working on had a front smash, so he's gonna make this little, like he called it, a skeleton, just to get the location of all the holes lined up, because he's going to be cutting away the front end of that car, and obviously wants the new front that's going onto the car to line up with all the other parts of the car. And the car is basically done, so I'll show you guys how far this car has come since the crash, as well as we are busy working on the SR20 City Polo, and today we are installing a set of ES camber plates. So if you know anything about Polo Vivos, you know that they come out with this style top mount, and what we are doing today is we are converting to an ES stick bolt on camber plate. And what this will do is, as this is right now, this gap is like this when the car is on the floor, and as soon as you lift the car off the floor, this gap will close and the shock will hang on this little plate over here. And this causes, when you drive low with the Polo, that you can even see the gap is bigger on this side. This gap causes the suspension to have knocking sounds in the front when you go through ditches and so on. And obviously in a racing application, this is not great, so we are upgrading to this. I think this is probably the move in terms of the future of Polo Vivos, because hard mounting your top mount will obviously be way better than having it loose like that. So we're gonna be installing this today. If you guys like this style content, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We are trying to make as much vlogs for you guys, but obviously the work needs to get done as well. On the Yosetsu Worx YouTube channel, there will be some updates on what we're doing today, as well as the 1UZ swapped Merc that Ruli is working on right now. As you guys can see, the face of frustration right now. So I'll show you guys what's going on there in a moment, as soon as we get some work done. Yeah, I've spent a few hours on preparing this car for what we're about to do now. I've already went ahead and made my template and did the drilling and so on, because that is something for another video. But I do want to show you guys why I prefer to change these mounts. So let me show you guys real quick.
A few moments later.
It's approximately 4 hours later, and we actually managed to get a lot done. Let me just update you guys. So the first camber plate is fitted, as you can see over there. The second camber plate is gonna go in right now. I have him here, he's already locked into place. We can't leave here without branding the Yosetsu Worx mascot. So we're just gonna put a PLG sticker. Yosetsu Worx.
Yosetsu Worx. Ek sien na die tyd as verkeerd gespeel, né?
You can't see that sticker, Owens.
It's supposed to go white actually, né? Dit is my besluit, hè. Julle het gesê ek moet black vat.
So that was a epic fail. You can't see the sticker because it's black. It's a black window. So we're gonna take it off and put a white one on there. So at this point, I'm ready to fit the camber plate into the car. But before I fit the camber plate into the car, I wanted to take this opportunity to explain to you guys what the camber plate does and why we're installing it into the car. So this is camber plate has adjustable lockers. I already locked it now. But essentially what you can do is you can move the screw from this hole, and you can move it into the inner holes, and this whole part will be able to shift to this corner, which will mean, in this case, if you move the screw to the inner, you can move the camber inwards and you can have negative camber, but you can also change the screw, put it on the inside and push it out, and you can have positive camber. So that is what we're using this for. And at the moment we're setting the camber to 0 degrees because we want the car to have absolutely no camber and to have full contact of the tires onto the road to get as much traction as possible. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna bolt these in, and we're gonna put the shocks back, put the car on the floor, and I'll show you guys the end result. It's not gonna change much because we're not adjusting anything, but at least you guys will see the end result of the specific job that we're doing over here. So stay tuned, enjoy the video. This is what the camber plate looks like from the bottom, and this is what it looks like on the top. Like I mentioned, don't mind this, we are doing some diagnostics on an issue that we have on the car, but we will update you guys on what's happening here on the Yosetsu Worx YouTube channel. So subscribe to the Yosetsu Worx YouTube channel, guys, if you want updates on the SR20 Polo. And yeah, camber plates are in. I'm gonna put the shocks in now, and then we are done with this job. So guys, that's the end of this part of the video. We managed to get the camber plates fitted, and I'm quite happy with the fitment. Obviously this is a race car, and this is not a daily driver or a show car, or hence why there's a lot of undone things in the car. We will address those things in the near future. There's a lot of things coming for this car. We're gonna take the engine out, refresh the engine, do the bay, do all of the nice things, build new engine mounts. So that is coming on my channel and on the Yosetsu Worx channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe. Also don't forget to like this video because it will help us out a lot. And with that being said, see you guys in the next part of this video. So it's a few days later, and today we need to take my Baritorian CW2 Accord wagon to a tire shop to get the car checked out because there is a wobble on the front suspension on acceleration. So I'm gonna take the car for a suspension check just for them to go over everything. That saves me a headache. And I'm also gonna take the wheels for balancing, and they can rotate the wheels as well. So right now I'm gonna cold start the car, let it idle for a bit, then we're gonna get on our way to Dunlop Zone in Kraaifontein. The car is super dirty, so don't mind that. Diesel.
Perfect.
So we just got done by Dunlop, and they done a suspension check, and what they told me was that they did find play on the steering rack. So that's one thing, but I don't think that is the issue that we're sitting with. The reason why I took the car in the first place was to check that everything is tight and all the bushings are in place, because there's a weird feeling on the steering wheel when you accelerate. And I'll show you guys, just look at the steering wheel. Can you see it on the wheel? So there's a weird wobble on the wheel when you accelerate, and at this point I think it's probably the inner CVs, because the car is lowered. The inner CVs are under a lot of strain because of the angle of the drive shaft. So we will probably have to replace the inner CVs and take the car to someone that's actually a specialist in steering racks, because I don't want to do any work on the steering rack unless we definitely need to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video, and enjoy. this is unfortunately the end of today's video, guys. But before I end the video, I just wanted to give you guys an update on my daily, the 150i. And turns out that this car has an oil leak. You can see there. Every morning when I start the car up and I move the car, there's a little puddle under the car. So it's getting annoying, number one, and number two, it's messing up the paving. So I will need to attend to that. I suspect that the rear main seal is leaking, and if you know where rear main seal sits on the engine, you need to remove the gearbox because the rear main seal is behind the clutch, so on the engine. So I'm gonna have to remove the gearbox, take the clutch off, everything, so that I can get to that. So I will have to do that in the near future. I don't know when, but it will have to happen sometime soon. I've also been reading the comments on the channel, and it seems like a lot of you guys are tired of all the Honda stuff. So like I mentioned in the previous video, I am working on something that I want to bring to the channel soon, but I do need to do a lot of thinking and figuring out as to how I'm going to incorporate it and how we're going to bring it to the channel. So with that being said, stay tuned for that, guys. See you guys in the next one. Stay safe.